Hey guys, I'm Billiam. Have you seen DeviDude?
I'm DeviDude, and together we are the Digi-Dudes!
Yeah, we are.
And today's video, we're kind of viewing unboxing at the same time the Diaboromon Digivolving Spirit toy.
Yup, we have the Diaboromon here. And it's DeviDudes. He's had it for a little while now. We're kind of doing an unboxing of it, more of a review. Because it's already out of the box. He's been playing with it for a while now, but we never actually got around to doing a video for it. So we're going to do one now. This is from the Digivolving Spirits collection here. This one is number 3 in the set. Let's take a quick look at the box, and then we'll get right into the Diaboromon. Actually, before that, let's do a squad update. There's not really much going on right now, so it's going to be pretty quick.
But sadly, my Devimon died.
Yep, sadly your Devimon died. He had raised a Devimon, and we had purposely not had a Digivolve on his 20th here. So they just don't last very long when you do that on the 20th. The lifespans on them are actually kind of short. So it's just, the only thing I have running right now is my X3 at the moment, because we're getting ready for the Spooky Hatch coming up soon, which we're going to participate in. So we're saving our X2s for that, because there's tons of Nightmare Soldiers on there.
But guess what?
What?
Today, for Spooky Hatch, I'm gonna be Diaboromon.
Going to be Devimon for the Spooky Hatch. And I have a Miramon X, because that's what DeviDude wanted me to run this time. I asked him who I should get, and he said Miramon X. Right, bud?
Yeah, Uncle said I can sprite too. But can I look at sprite?
Yeah. Take a look. Alright, so that's all we got going for squad update. Pretty quick, pretty easy. So let's get right into the toy here in the box. So let's check out the box real quick. It's a little hard to catch here on camera, so because it's kind of big. So we'll look at it from over here. It's got some really nice artwork on them. Actually, all of the Digivolving Spirits collection they have has great artwork on the box. You got a really cool graphic here of Diaboromon and Kuramon. And then on the back has the actual toy here. And it's 2 transform stages, and it advertises number 4 in the set, which is Tailmon and Anjouwumon, which you can see them clearly here. And they're a beautiful toy too. These are really awesome. They get a little pricey, but they're not bad. On the side here, you have the Diaboromon toy itself. And on this one, you have the Kuramon side here. And that's all going on the box. There's a bunch of warning labels, some stuff in Japanese and English here. The top just tells you the name and the set in English and Japanese.
What? Daddy!
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, look. It says the name wrong. It has they added an L in it, but it has no L.
Diaboromon?
Yeah.
Oh! It's because you don't know. Its Japanese name is Diablomon. So that's what it actually says is Diablomon and not actually Diaboromon. Good catch, buddy. Daddy didn't even notice that.
Yeah, but Daddy, but so his Japanese name is Diaboromon.
Yup. And then
Daddy,
in the movie, Our War Game, they named him Diaboromon, and in English, it's been Diaboromon ever since.
Daddy.
But his actual name is Diablomon.
Daddy, I like the Japanese names of Digimon, so I'm going to call him Diaboromon.
Okay, sounds great.
Diaboromon.
Yep. And Kuramon is still Kuramon here.
All
All right. So let's go into the toy and some of the accessories. It comes with a nice little effect stand here that you can hold Diaboromon on, as you saw when the video started here. Diaboromon was sitting on, and he just kind of cradles his butt area in here.
But
It comes with the cool clock from the movie that rests here in the front of the stand. And then this part of the stand comes off And it's got another changeable part here for the Kuromon form. And you can put the Kuromon on here.
And it looks like he's floating.
Yep, and it looks just like he's floating. All right. So now we got into that. That's all the accessories it comes with. Let's get right into the actual toy. It's pretty big overall, and it looks pretty accurate to what Diaboromon actually looks like. And it hides a lot of this like little kibble parts here pretty good. Like the back, you can see a lot of it, but you don't really display toys on their backs. But that has got a great amount of detail, like in its face and the chest area and its hair. Even the hair is a little posable. All the fingers move. They're all on ball joints here. A lot of great ball joints, double jointed on the knee with a swivel. Oops. There we go. Same thing with the ankle here. It's got a swivel joint there. It's got a twist there. Ball joint hips. It doesn't stand up very well on its own. You kind of really need the stand to help it. But as you guys can see here, you can get them to stand. It is doable. Just sometimes it takes some real finagling here.
Yeah, because
and some real work.
Maybe because it's like a little heavy.
It is heavy in the top. All these parts here gets to be the heaviest part, which is all on the top, and you can see it's got thin little wispy legs here. But that's accurate to Diaboromon, so that's what is what is.
Yeah, Diaboromon has arms more longer than Dad's.
Yeah, Daddy's got pretty long arms for a person, but for Diaboromon's got really long arms. All right, so let's get into the transformation. DeviDude is an expert at this. Okay. So why don't you show everybody how you transform them?
But it's actually a little bit more easier if you like take off the shoulder part.
Yeah, in the directions it tells you to try to flip them and maneuver them all this way and that way. They end up popping off really easily when you do that.
Yeah, so you might have to take them apart when you do
Yeah, they're just on ball joints. So we've found out from playing with it and using it that the easiest thing to do is just pop them off and then pop them back on.
As you can see underneath there's those heads.
Yep, that's where it actually hides Kuromon's head.
Yeah, that's where it actually hides Kuromon's head.
Yeah.
Put those down. Do that. It's in the way of the arm. Whoop. Okay, so now we have to actually do that.
Flip the legs up, yup.
Flip the legs up.
At first, when we got this and playing around with it all, it was a bit tricky to try to get everything in the positions it needs to be in. For little dudes here, I wouldn't recommend this toy for like real little guys.
But because I'm not like real little.
No, you're not. Because there's a lot of pieces, a lot of little pieces on them. The fingers come off a lot. A lot of pieces come off easily. They're all on ball joints. That way it rolls and kind of twists and hides really easily. And swivels. But because of that, it also means they pop off really easily. And it's really easy to lose them. But at this point now, DeviDude plays with this toy so much, he's got it down pat. He knows exactly what to do to transform this toy and how to get it and put everything back to where it needs to be.
And now flip those up and flip that out. It's actually a little... Okay. But you have to use this so hides the legs.
Yep, the shoulder pads on Diaboromon there actually is what flips down to hide the legs of Diaboromon. Because as you guys can see here on the box, Kuromon doesn't really have normal legs. He's got like little tendril legs there. So the shoulder pads on the back side of them, which we flipped over and showed you, is where you can see all the Kuromon parts, are actually kind of grooved and colored to be like Koromon's little tentacles there. And what I didn't mention on the box before when I was talking about it is it's got a lot of this nice little embossed areas here. Like here on the top of the box there. It's all textured and embossed. Here on the side, it is also. It's got a lot of die cast parts in it. It says here in the box. Die cast. The legs and the arms are actually metal. So that's really cool. It feels like a nice, sturdy toy overall. And the clock itself feels, it's got weight to it. It's heavy. Like it wants to rest in the little spot here really, really easily.
The corners head, they kind of snap in together.
Yep, you got to flip them up and then snap the pieces back in. And then they just flip over to hide the Diaboromon spines coming up out of his back there. And then really the last part you have left to do is just to spin the fingers around, fold them back. Again, so many things around ball joints on this so they can turn and spin and hide them in positions there. And then pull out the Kuromon fingers on them.
But the Kuromon fingers, they're kind of like one piece.
They are one piece. Well, they're multiple pieces, but they're all solid. They're not individually posable like the Diaboromon hands are. The Diaboromon aspect of this toy really seems to be what they were pushing and trying to show you, because it's got more posability than the Kuromon does. It's got more detail than the Kuromon does. And overall, it seems to have better displayability as a Kuromon. It really doesn't. What happened?
I dropped a finger!
Alright, so we're back. DeviDude just finished up the hands. And now let's check them out. So, this is Kuromon here. Let's look at him up close here on the camera. He looks pretty good like this, doesn't he, buddy?
Yeah.
It looks accurate to Kuromon. You see how his hands flip over and hide the Diaboromon hands here. But as you can see, like I said, there's not a lot of posability and not really a lot going on.
But we can like do this. That's like one of the normal poses. That's like with both of his arms.
Yep, and as DeviDude was saying here, the fingers are like pretty solid. They just have a hinge here. But they don't really, you can't separate them. And they got a thumb that folds out, but that's really it. So, like we were talking about, the posability on it is mostly for the Diaboromon. And as we saw before, the Diaboromon on the back side is where you'll see all this Diaboromon parts here that you can see. So overall though, it is a really awesome toy. It looks great on a shelf too. Like if you wanted just to get one, if you're a collector, you want to get them, display them, they look amazing, don't they?
Yeah. But now let's make him make him look like he's floating.
Alright, so you want to put them on this stand here?
Yeah. But I wonder how we're going to do it.
We've never actually got it to work just right. See if we can get him to stand up and pose. And there we go. We got him on his stand here.
Can I see?
Yeah. Just be careful. He doesn't really like to stand very well on the stand. But again, for collectors, you want to pose them on your shelf, they're perfectly fine. You can get them on the stands without any issue. It's just bumping into them. So if you're going to put them on a shelf up in the way in a nice display cabinet, they're fine. They're great. All right. So do you know what time it is now?
Digidual time.
Digidual time. So for today's Digidual, I think we're going to pull out Patamon because we haven't used Patamon in a while. And because we don't have any other devices really going right now. Need to work well together. And okay. Now we're battling Patamon. Do you think Patamon's going to win or do you think Miramon's going to win?
I think Patamon.
We're about to find out. And you were right. Patamon won this battle. Alright, and that was it for our Digi-Duel. Patamon is the victor today. Okay. Alright, guys. So we went over the Koromon here. I think it's an awesome toy. I think all of these Digivolving Spirits are awesome. There's a Agumon. What other ones are there?
Tama!
There's a Tailmon.
Black Agumon.
There's a Black Agumon variant too. There's a Gabumon.
Tentumon, I think?
Yeah, you're right. There's a Tentumon. And that's all the ones I know about. If there's any other ones we missed, drop it down in the comments. Let us know. Because we definitely want to find out. I plan on getting at least 1 or 2 for myself over time.
There's definitely no Devimon.
No, there's definitely no Devimon one.
But I love Devimon.
I know you love Devimon. We would get a Devimon if there was. Alright guys, so that's the end of this episode here. If you like this video,
press the thumbs up button.
Hit the subscribe button down below, or the one over there by Pico Devimon. And you guys have an awesome day as always.
Yep, have an awesome day. Or a prodigious day.
Prodigious day.